Hey, good morning from a actually kind of cold Washington. It's in the 60s degrees. That's like 18 Celsius or something like that. We're down on the back side of the National Cathedral this morning, and we're going to swing our way down to the National Mall. There's not a lot going on. Joe Biden is in New York at the United Nations. He won't be back until about 4 o'clock. I won't be around. And then he's going to meet Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of England, is in town today. But I'm going to miss all that because I've got a kid's soccer game. So let's go down to the National Mall and see if we can find something interesting to look at. So over there is the Belgian embassy, but no more. I understand they've sold it, and it's now going to become the new Vietnamese embassy. The Belgians moved into a nondescript office building on K Street, and now the Vietnamese are going to take over their former building. So tested my luck yesterday, 1 minute too late. The vice president has already left and is on her way to the White House. So we missed the motorcade today, just by a couple minutes. Such is life. Catch it another day. So we're out on the campus of George Washington University, where the kids are back. The students are making their way to class. It's about 9:30 right now. Oh, and it smells like bacon. I don't know why it smells like bacon, it just smells like bacon. I just read they're about to reopen this fire station. They had to expand the door a little bit so the fire trucks could get out. It was a historic fire station, but the fire trucks are no longer historic sized.
Where any other move you make?
Quiet morning at the White House. Joe Biden's in New York. He's going to be going to the United Nations later today. He overnighted in New York. So, a little bit more mellow. Oh, somebody jumped over the fence. The reaction of the Secret Service is kind of like the reactions of a New York City cop when there's a car alarm. It's like, oh yeah, there we go again. I think I saw the Vice President's vehicles down there. They're continuing to wash in the streets. Oh, they're washing the sidewalk today. When are they going to open up the street? If they've finished washing it, they could reopen. Hey, look at that. Yesterday I moaned about the grass out here, and today the crew, well, they're fixing it. It's almost like someone's watching my channel. I think these are actually flower beds they're digging up. Yep. It did look pretty beat up yesterday, you have to admit. Camera crew filming. Nice camera. Let's go get rid of this bike. There's a rack up over here. Over by the murderer's tree, Congressman Sickle, who murdered Francis Scott Key's son over here. I showed you that yesterday. What I didn't mention is next to the Ogle Tidal house, just down here, is Dolly Madison's house. And Dolly Madison's house used to be the headquarters of NASA. And it was here that the Mercury 7 astronauts were introduced to the world. In the dining room of Dolly Madison's house, which at the time was the NASA press office, basically. That's where the world met the likes of Alan Shepard, Gus Grissom, John Glenn, etc. And Gordo Cooper. There's Deke Slayton, Gordo Cooper, Wally Schirra. Who am I missing? I got 6 of the 7. Some VIP arriving. Hello. So that's the artist over there. And VIP arriving with, I'm not sure who it is. Is it Nancy Pelosi? I think it is. Oh, there's the VH-92. I'm more excited about the helicopter than the Speaker of the House. There's the new Marine One. Okay, well, that does. Enough of the helicopter.
Hi, Craig. This is because of you. They planted this in 3 days. They began Tuesday at 3 a.m. Make this happen.
And away she goes. No, I don't think she gets to run red lights. Though she might try. Yeah, they generally don't run red lights. Back to the Capitol you go. So we're here at the World War II Memorial, and it looks like a big group of veterans from World War II have actually come out here. So let's sneak through this broken chain here and make our way this direction, because I've been getting a lot of special requests lately to visit someplace I haven't been to in a while. So let's spin over down to the Tidal Basin. So this is the DC World War I Memorial. This is a memorial to residents of the District of Columbia who perished in World War I and ballroom dancers. Good enough place to ballroom dance, I guess. So we're gonna cut down here through the Martin Luther King Memorial, swing around the FDR Memorial, and end up at the Jefferson Memorial. But there's a helicopter. Ooh, it's one of the Black Hawks. It's customs. So here is the Martin Luther King Memorial. We were here recently. Whoa, crazy squirrel. And there is our final destination on the other side of the Tidal Basin. We've just got to watch for low tree limbs and puddles. So this whole area is in serious danger of permanent flooding. Yeah, the Tidal Basin has been sinking. The land around here is slowly sinking as the water levels are rising. And this kind of flooding is actually pretty common nowadays. So they're not entirely sure what to do about it. Personally, I thought you could just dig the Tidal Basin a bit deeper, but I don't know, what do I know? Man, this is gonna be tricky. I don't mind the water, it's the mud. The mud is really slippery, and the wheels are kind of sliding left and right, and I don't have, as you can tell, I don't really have a lot of space between me and the Tidal Basin. There's the Washington Monument over on that side. It is a rather pretty day, even though it is cloudy. It's a pretty cloudy, if that makes sense. cow. All right, here endeth the path. Yeah. So the flooding down here is impassable, basically, I think. Let's see. So we are at high tide, obviously. Out of my way, ducks. Ducks are like, hey, I thought I was safe on the water from all these crazy people. How deep is it? My foot just got wet on the downstroke of the pedal. Man, the things I do for you guys. You really want to see the Jefferson Memorial, don't you? All right, all right. You know, you asked for it. I'll give it. I'm just going to have to change shoes when I get home. Hello, ducks. Sorry. Tree! Ugh. And as crazy as that was, that's not even the lowest lying section of the Tidal Basin area. Yeah, this is like the lowest lying section. I mean, look at this. The flotsam is all the way up here. That's how deep it gets. Yeah, this whole part of this whole section is underwater. There's simply no way to get by. Ooh, geese. Excuse me. Sorry. Let's go climb up these stairs. No. Person was sitting there for 20 minutes. I had to wait for this shot. So if Twitter is to be believed, and Twitter is never wrong, Boris Johnson is going to be arriving at the train station in 30 minutes when I'm about 25 minutes away by bike. So let's go for it. Ugh. Boris rates at X-Score. Yeah, so his motorcade is setting up down there, but I can't go out that door.
What's going on here today?
Prime Minister of England, British Prime Minister, Boris Johnson.
Oh, really?
Welcome to the American History Museum. And we're going to go on upstairs and check out a few cool things. So over here is the Hall of Presidents, basically. And this includes the First Ladies Gallery, which is the dresses of all the First Ladies from their inaugurations. I think that's right over here. Let's go on in here. So starting with Eleanor Roosevelt and Nancy Reagan, Lou Henry Hoover, Herbert Hoover's wife, and that was an evening gown of hers. This is Jackie Kennedy. This yellow one was Jackie Kennedy. And President Cleveland's wife, Frances Cleveland. And Ulysses Grant's wife, Julia Dent Grant. Woodrow Wilson's wife. Or this one. And Lucy Hayes. This was Lucy Hayes. And this was, this is Mamie Eisenhower. This is Hayes. And over here is Coolidge, like the 1920s. Grace Coolidge. She's kind of young. And then this is the presidential china from Martha Washington's day. All the way through, this is the Adams, Dolly Madison, Monroe. But it's all here. Polk. Mary Todd Lincoln, that's the White House china. I know I'm going fast, you just have to pause. Julie Grant, this is Hayes. Does he like ducks? Harrison, Edith Roosevelt, Wilson, Eleanor Roosevelt, the Trumans, Eisenhower, something went with gold, Lady Bird Johnson, the Reagans, Nancy Reagan, and the Clintons. Well, they like gold too, and the Bushes. Who's this? Oh, this is Melania Trump's dress. Melania Trump. Melania. This is Melania Trump's dress. Sorry. Melania Trump. And then over here, some more dresses. Betty Ford, the green one. And Rosalind Carter. And then there's Nancy Reagan's inaugural dress. Even have her shoes. And this was George Bush Sr.'s dress. Barbara Bush wore this for the inaugural ball. And Hillary Rodham Clinton wore that. And then Laura Bush wore this red one. And then Michelle Obama wore that one for her inaugural. This is Lady Bird Johnson. She really liked yellow, didn't she? So there's the dress, and there's a picture of her wearing the dress. OBJ stuff. Who's over here? Edith Carroll Roosevelt. This was Teddy Roosevelt's second wife. His first wife passed away in childbirth, if I remember. And Edith, well, some say Edith was his first love, actually. Random dress in the middle of nowhere. Oh, so this was the dress worn by Constance Wu in the movie Crazy Rich Asians. So if you saw Crazy Rich Asians, that was the dress she wore at the wedding. So these are Dorothy's ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz. Judy Garland wore these. Apparently, though, technically, these are a mismatched pair. There is actually something different between the two, and I have no idea what it is. This is like naked George Washington. Pretty random. This is a lobster back uniform recreated. The 29th Regiment of Foot. This is the Boston Massacre outfit. This is the area of the Revolution. That's what this is. This looks like George Washington's outfit. So I swung back here with the other camera so you guys can get a better view. I'm using the second camera. Age. World War I. Oh, that's a dog, Stubby. My kids read a story about Stubby, the mascot of the 102nd Infantry Division or something. 102nd Infantry, 26th Division. Stubby the War Dog. That's a famous book for kids. The links are coming. Yee. Some thing. World War II. These are all the war posters. Rosie the Riveter. We got a whole Huey in here. We got an entire helicopter in here. In the Vietnam section. Oh, this is General Schwarzkopf's uniform from Desert Storm, and General Powell's uniform. This is about American elections and democracy.
No one had to remind me.
Registering to vote. William Henry Harrison. This is a quilt made out of all sorts of campaign ribbons, I guess. This is the campaign button collection. See any you remember? Reagan, Bush, Bush Cheney, Obama, and there's a MAGA hat. Y'all remember that photograph, right? The hanging shad? Well, there's the magnifying glass from the hanging shad. All of invention. This is about digital life. Yeah, there's an old Macintosh. I think this is an original computer. This is an Altair. So that is an MITS Altair. That's what Bill Gates and Paul Allen first programmed on that. And then the Apple Macintosh. The Xerox Alto, which is where they basically stole the idea from that and created that. Original mouse. That was the first mouse. Built in 1964. That's Stanford. So this, from 1977, is generally considered the prototype of the first mountain bike ever built. It started in the 1970s out in California. Okay, so yeah, that was the American History Museum, missing a couple sections, a couple big sections we couldn't go to because they're closed. But I thought it was something kind of neat to take a look at. Also time for a hot dog. And I see a hot dog man. What do you think today, guys? 50-50 chance it's actually going to be cooked? I don't know. We can always hold out hope. Let's go for it. I don't know about this guy. How you doing? A hot dog and a Diet Coke, please. So, not much going on at the White House. I think we can go down to the Capitol and take a look. But first things first. It's cooked. Yay.